everybody, how you doing out there? It is me, Timothy, and you know what this is? It's time for my picks for week 13 of the NFL. Hopefully, if you're new and came along this video, hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comments. Let me know who will you be picking in week number 13 in the NFL. But to let you guys know how I did in week 12, I went 11-4-1. Well, I didn't do too bad in that week. So hopefully on week number 13 I would do good. But before we start off with week number 13, we got some bye teams that are taking a bye week this week. We got the Browns, the Packers, the Titans, and the Panthers. They're all having a bye week this week in the NFL. Now, if any of you play fantasy football, just remember, do not use the players from these teams, okay? In your fantasy football league. All right? Just remember that. All right, now the kickoff number week 13. We got a Thursday night matchup between the Cowboys and the Saints. The Cowboys are coming off of a loss in overtime to the Raiders. And the Saints are coming off of a loss to Buffalo. Now this is going to be a hard one to pick, because both teams are struggling, but I'm going to go with Dallas to get back on the winning track and to defeat the New Orleans Saints. Now, for Sunday's slate of games, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's coming off of a close win over the Indianapolis Colts. They're traveling to go play the Atlanta Falcons, who got a win over Jacksonville. Now, this one was a hard one. It's going to be a hard one to pick, because I know the Buccaneers, they're struggling still. I noticed. I watched that game Sunday, and they really, really struggled. But in this one, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay to get a win on the road over the Falcons. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to go play the Chicago Bears. The Cardinals had a bye week, so they didn't play. And the Bears, they beat my Lions on Thanksgiving Day. But this ain't going to be an easy task for the Bears. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals to get a win on the road over the Bears. Next up, we got the Chargers, who took a loss to Denver, while Cincinnati got a win over Pittsburgh, blew them away. Now, this one's a hard one to pick, too, because you don't know what real team of the Chargers is going to show up. You really don't. You know, they're like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde team. You just don't know what real team's going to show up and play. But I'm going to go with the Bengals to get a win at home over the Chargers. Next up, we got Kirk Cousins and the Vikings traveling to go play Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. Minnesota's coming off of a loss to San Francisco, while Detroit, they're coming off of a loss to the Bears. But this one ain't going to be an easy one for Jared Goff and the Lions. So I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins and the Vikings to get a win over my Lions. Next up, we got the New York Giants traveling to go play the Miami Dolphins. The Giants are coming off of a win over Philadelphia, while Miami, they're coming off of a win over Carolina. Ooh, now this is going to be a good one. Oh, man. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Dolphins to get a win at home over the Giants. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to go play the New York Jets. The Eagles are coming off of a loss to the Giants, and the Jets are coming off of a win over Houston. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Eagles to get back on the winning track and to defeat the New York Jets. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to go play the Houston Texans. Indianapolis is coming off of a loss to Tampa Bay, while the Texans, well, they're coming off of a loss to the Jets. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Colts to get a win on the road over the Texans. Next up, we got the Washington football team, who got by Seattle last night. They'll be taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, who got won in overtime over the Cowboys. Oh, now this is going to be a good one. Two teams playing pretty good. So, in this one, I'm going to go with the Washington football team to get a win on the road over the Raiders. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll be traveling to go play the Rams. Jacksonville is coming off of a loss to Atlanta, while the Rams are coming off of a loss to Green Bay. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Rams to get back on the winning track and to defeat Jacksonville. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens taking on Pittsburgh. Baltimore's coming off of a win over Cleveland, while Pittsburgh taking a loss to Cincinnati. But in this one, I'm going to go with Baltimore to get a win on the road over the Steelers. Next up, we got the 49ers traveling to go play the Seahawks. The 49ers are coming off of a win over Minnesota, and the Seahawks are coming off of a loss to Washington. But in this matchup, I'm going to go with the 49ers to get a win on the road over the Seahawks. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos. They'll be traveling to go play the Kansas City Chiefs, a Sunday night game. Denver's coming off of a win over the Chargers, while Kansas City had a bye week to get prepared for this game. So in this one, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to get a win at home over the Broncos. And now, week number 13, a Monday night game, we got the New England Patriots, who won over Tennessee, and the Bills won over the Saints. Oh, this is going to be a good Monday night game. And it will too. But in this one, I'm going to go with New England to get a win on the road over the Bills. Now, leave your comments below. Let me know who will you be picking to win in week 13. And until next time, everybody, they call me Timothy. And this NFL Picks is over. Y'all have a good one and take care.